She wanted to wear that blankie wrapped around her like you left her. Oops, careful. Oops, yeah, you're dirty. Wipe, 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 wipe.
Check, check.
And I'm probably not going to sit there.
Check, 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 check.
Check, 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 test, test, test. Test, test, check, test. Yes. But when it gets right here, it starts Cheryl. When it gets right here, it starts disappearing. It's like check. Who's serving? Carla?
Heather Oak.
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
Yes, that's Heather right here, next to CD.
Okay.
You're one of the.
Right. Okay. What we're going to do is, because we have 3 servers and 1 bath. What we're going to do is there's 2 separate times. Somebody's going to hold the basket, and the other 2 servers are going to give people the basket.
Okay.
Morning.
Beautiful summer morning. Welcome to the worship service of the First Unitarian Church of Hobart. My name is Barb Lango, and I participate in the life of the church by serving on the Board of Trustees. We are a religious community of people with diverse beliefs and shared values. Our diverse beliefs are expressed in our 6 sources, and our shared values are expressed in our 7 principles. Both can be found online at uua.org. Together, we strive to grow spiritually, build community, and live our values of the world.
Hi, I'm Cheryl Powell.
First of all, did everybody get an order of service? If not, raise your hand and we can get one to you. Okay. Jerry? And the back door, okay. Anybody else? And Dick. Dick needs one too.
That's not Dick.
That's not Dick? Isn't that Dick Hagelberg?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. There you
That's
go,
Craig.
I'm sorry, Craig. All right, everybody set? Behind me? You need an order of service?
No, I got it.
Okay, oh, new people coming in. Oh my goodness, what a turnout. Come on in. I don't know how I hook in it because it doesn't matter. Who cares? Oh, yeah. Okay. Before we get started today, I would like to extend a big thank you to everybody that has helped put this production together from the start with Pastor Tom and his idea, and pulling this together with all the rehearsals, with Roz and our wonderful buffet that we'll be having afterwards that we extend for coffee hour after the service, and all the participants that are going to be dancing the maypole today and doing announcements and everything, and then Patricia for participating also with Pastor Tom and narrating. But a big thank you goes to our tech team for, if nothing else, they've done way above and beyond doing everything today. And I sincerely appreciate everything they've done. It was a big production to put together, and they've done so much already. So let's hope that it films well, but either way, we're going to have a good time. Thank you.
Okay, I have a couple announcements. Next Sunday, we will be having our flower communion. So everybody please bring a flower. Cindy will be in the pulpit. And we will be doing it's the 100th anniversary of the flower communion. And Cindy and I will be doing a first hour on how it started. We'll be showing a little documentary, so we hope you could all show up. Next week is our plant and garden sale. So we will be here Wednesday from about 11:30 till 2. If you want to drop anything off, we will be here Thursday from 9 till 2, at least 2, maybe a little bit longer. If you want to drop any plants off or any garden decor or old tools that you have, make sure they're cleaned up and look pretty decent. I think that's it. Michelle has something.
Hello. So most of our First Unitarian t-shirts that we purchased have been handed out to people in the congregation, but if you missed one and you would like to order one, we are taking names and seeing if we can get another order going, so let me know if you're interested in that. This Saturday, May 13th, Moms Demand Action Northwest Indiana is going to have a rally for gun law reform I already said Saturday at the Crown Point Courthouse from noon to 1 p.m. So if you're interested in more information on participating in that, let me know. And then we're having our religious education ministry meeting at 12:30 today after coffee hour. So if you're interested in being a part of religious education, let me know. Or we really need people to help out maybe once a month, just kind of be another person down there to help out. You don't have to teach or anything, but just another set of hands to help out. So if we could get you just once a month to sign up, let me know if you're interested. Okay, thank you.
One more. I also forgot to mention an integral part today is our dancers and Jeremy, who's providing all the music, and our drummers, and we have all kinds of percussion instruments, so you'll get cued in if you want to play any. Thank you.
So today is our Beltane May Day ritual. We are welcoming the warm half of the year. We are currently streaming our services online. The joys and sorrows portion of our service, however, is private, and we will take a break at that time. The service will be recorded and will be available for future viewing on Facebook, YouTube, and the church website. Now please let your Facebook and Twitter friends know that you're attending worship with hashtag First Unitarian Hobart. Silence your devices. Thank you.
If you would, join me in lighting the chalice. We gather
Gather
this
this hour
hour
as people of faith, with joys and sorrows, gifts and needs.
We light this beacon of hope, sign of our quest for truth and meaning, the celebration of a life we share together.
Please join us now in singing the doxology. The words are in your order of service and on the screen.
Each Sunday in this congregation, we share our joys and sorrows, our things that have been weighing on our hearts, that have been lifting us up with one another.
Another microphone, for you to be able to speak into it so that we can hear what your joys and sorrows are. And I would just ask when I come up to you that you say your name so that we all know who you are. So does anybody have any joys or sorrows they would like to share with us this morning?
join me in singing Come Thou O Summer to the tune of Be Thou My Vision. I will sing along.
The words are in your order of service.
Come Thou O Summer and lengthen our days. Long go our spirits with thy fiery rays. Cold was the winter with long dreary nights. Open our senses to all your delight. Green grow the woodlands, the hawthorns in bloom. Lilacs amaze us with luscious perfume. Apple and pear tree and cherry have all gone to their blossoms and then let them fall. Young loves and old ones are coming alive, sapping the greenwood of earthly strife. Truth is rejoicing, both human and beast. Praise to all nature on this May Day feast.
Now is the time to rejoice in flowers and fertility. Now is the time for feasting and fun and falling in love. May Day marks the beginning of the solar summer, the 3 months of the year when the light is strongest and the days are longest.
There are so many good things to appreciate at this time of year. Please now join in a litany of seasonal blessings. We invite you to respond with, "Let us rejoice." For warm weather and long days and the energy to enjoy them.
Let us rejoice.
For all the flowers and bushes in bloom. For tulips and magnolias and lilies of the valley. For dogwood and azalea. And for lilacs. For all the flowers and bushes in bloom. Oh, for the feathery leaves sprouting on trees. For the greenness of growing things. For the bright song of birds greeting dawn.
Let us rejoice.
For the frenzy of puppies greeting parks. For proms and graduations and the special beauty of young people. For spring fever and falling in love.
Let us rejoice.
For romance and passion.
Let us rejoice.
For baseball and frisbee.
Let us rejoice.
For gardeners who weed and clear and plant and feed and mulch and mow.
Let us rejoice.
For asparagus and collards and green beans and radishes and spinach.
Let us rejoice.
For Mother's Day and the women it honors.
Let us rejoice.
For the fertility of mind and spirit that makes us creative.
Let us rejoice.
For the miraculous fertility of the earth and all its plants and animals and people.
Let us rejoice.
For our determination to take good care of it.
Rejoice. Perhaps nothing has been celebrated in song and poetry more than love, especially at this time of year. Poets have sung its praises in texts both sacred and secular. May our spirits be lifted by listening to this one from the Song of Songs.
Come then, my love, my lovely one, come. For see, the winter is past, the rains are over and gone, the flowers appear on the earth. The season of glad songs has come. The cooing of the turtle dove is heard in our land. The fig tree is forming its first figs, and the blossoming vines give out their fragrance. Come then, my love, my lovely one, come.
beginning of the warm, light half of the year, the midpoint between spring equinox and summer solstice, was celebrated by the Celts as Beltane, which means fortunate fire, or fire of the sun god Bel. They lit huge bonfires to honor the sun and welcome the summer. At the end of the cold, dark half of the year, when food supplies had dwindled, they were eager for the growing season, ready to celebrate the return of life, to ask for blessings on the crops and pastures and animals. Even today, on top of Calton Hill in Edinburgh, at the special Beltane Fire Festival, a chorus of drummers beats winter into retreat. And so we light this fire to turn the wheel of to welcome the warm, light half of the year and give thanks for the renewal of life. And at Beltane, the people extinguished the fires in their hearts and climbed to the high point of a nearby hill, taking their livestock with them. Here they kindled the ceremonial fires from which they would light brands to take back to their homes, to assure the fertility, purification, and protection of the flocks and herds. They drove them between the fires on their way to the high summer pastures. They believed the fire itself had curative, protective, even magical powers. And when the flames were low enough, they leapt over the fires, even carrying the children, hoping for the blessing of health and fertility. Page.
Early celebrants of Beltane offered a sacrifice of a ceremonial cake called bat to assure a fruitful growing season. Perhaps it is always thus. Growth requires sacrifice. What are we willing to sacrifice in order to grow? In spirit, in mind, in physical health? What are we willing to give up for the well-being of the world community? What did those who have gone before us sacrifice for our growth? Let us meditate for a moment and then write on a piece of paper what we are willing to sacrifice for growth. And fold up the papers. I suggest that you kind of roll them cigarette-shaped. When the music begins again, we'll offer these to the Beltane fires as we slowly and carefully pass through them.
So over the next moments of silence, just consider what it is that you would like to sacrifice for your own growth, for what the next chapter in your life will bring. And then we'll come around and have you come up and burn them in the fire. up and burn their papers.
May I make my fond excuses for the lateness of the hour? We accept your invitation and we bring you Beltane's flower. For the May Day is the great day sung along the old straight track. And those whose ancient lines did lay will heed the song that calls them back. Pass the word and pass the lady, pass the plate to all who hunger, pass the wit of ancient wisdom, pass the cup of crimson wonder, pass the cup of crimson wonder. Ask the green man where he comes from. Ask the cup that fills with red. Ask the old gray standing stones that show the sun its way to bed. Question all as to their ways and learn the secrets that they hold. Walk the lines of nature's palm, crossed with silver and with gold. Pass the word and pass the lady, pass the plate to all who hunger, pass the wit of ancient wisdom, pass the cup of crimson wonder, pass the cup of crimson wonder. Join in black December sadness, lie in August welcome corn. Stir the cup that's ever filling with the blood of all that's born. But the May Day is the great day sung along the old straight track. Those whose ancient lines did lay will heed the song that calls them back. Pass the word and pass the lady, pass the plate to all who hunger, pass the wit of ancient wisdom, pass the cup of crimson wonder, pass the cup of crimson wonder.
In the high summer pastures where the Celts took their herds and flocks, the new grass was so plentiful at this time of year that cows reportedly had to be milked 3 times a day. For this reason, dairy products were a favorite treat at this festival, but the ceremonial food was the oatcake or bannock. The people faced the fire and offered bits of their bannock, invoking in turn the respective protectors of the sheep, the horses, and the cattle. Then they broke off more pieces and offered these in the name of the fox, the crow, and other predators, that these might spare the flocks and herds. And ironically, this symbolic giving away of the bannock to guardian spirits and animals assured that the people would have enough for themselves. Before we moderns mock what we might consider their superstitious beliefs, we might consider the wisdom of this practice. Perhaps it is only in sharing that we ever have enough for ourselves.
We invite you to come forward and take a bannock, and when all have been served, we'll bless the cakes together and then share and enjoy them. Is going to come to you.
Do we need to know anything about the ingredients of the bannock for folks with dietary
The bannock
restrictions?
does have butter in it.
Does it have nuts?
No, it does not have nuts.
It has no nuts.
It is flour and baking powder and salt and butter. Did I say that already? And water.
Mm.
There's only a few ingredients. Nope. Hold off. Hold off. It's not delicious. It's part of your sacrifice. Think of it as a scone. Very much so.
And one of the benefits of being outside is it's a little less problematic if you get crumbs on the ground. So don't worry too much about that. So who still needs some bannock? I think there's the front row over here, and then a couple folks over there, and then it'll all have gone around.
If you did not get a bannock, raise your hand.
No, so we've got some responsive words in your order of service for the eating of the bannock. And so I'm going to say a few words, and then you're invited to say a few words back, and we'll do that a couple of times. And so involved in that is also a little bit of offering. So, behold the food of ancient Beltane, the product of butter, milk, and grain.
Let's rededicate to the birds.
So break off a little piece and throw it up into the air for the birds.
Behold the food of ancient Beltane, the product of butter, milk, and grain.
So just symbolically take a bite from that, imagining you're offering it to your neighbor. In a COVID era, we want to be a little more careful about sanitation, so we're not going to directly offer it. But Just consider it as you take a bite as if you're offering it to the neighbor sitting next to you. Behold, behold the food of ancient Beltane, the product of butter, milk, and grain. Take another bite for yourself, this one truly for yourself. And then we're going to rise in body or spirit, and you're welcome to switch off as you sing, taking a bite and singing through the food that's in your mouth, or holding off on eating until we're done singing the song as you feel moved. Please rise in body or spirit.
Or you could offer your largest portion of the bannock to the birds.
Joy to be sharing, 'tis a joy to be one, 'tis a joy to sing here in the Beltane sun. For when we welcome summer in with fire bright, we celebrate all the buds that delight. May Day and all the world is green, the blossoms, the birds, and the lovers are seen. It's time now to honor Mother Earth, and with great elation she gives all birds.
Please be seated. According to the Welsh, at Beltane, two mighty mythological figures, Gwynab Ned and Gwythyr Gwydol, exchange in a mortal combat for the loveliest maiden of the land. This represents the struggle between the god of summer, light, and life, and the god of winter, darkness, and death. The maiden symbolizes the fertility goddess, or the earth itself. A more familiar version of this conflict is that of old King Arthur and the young Sir Lancelot, love of Guinevere, who is the goddess of childbirth and fertility in Welsh mythology.
lusty month of May. It's the it's May, the lusty month of May, the lovely month when everyone goes blissfully astray. Tra-la, it's here, that shocking time of year, when tons of wicked little thoughts merrily appear. It's May, gorgeous holiday, when every maiden it's gay, libelous display. Those dreary vows that everyone takes, everyone breaks, everyone makes divine mistakes. The lusty month of May. La, it's May, the lusty month of May. That darling month when everyone throws sad away. I'm in the wrong place. It's time to do or two and try precious day one you always rue. It's May, the as you may. All the world is written on hope or on. It's wild, it's gay, locked in every way. Birds and bees with all of their vast amorous past gaze at the gas.
On May Day in England, young people of the village enjoyed bringing in the May. They went early to sometime and spent the night there, and gathered greenery, especially boughs of the Maybush, the flowering hawthorn. They decorated houses with it, and made May baskets of flowers for loved ones.
I was with you. Where are we?
We're on page 10.
But the most spectacular May Day rite was the maypole dance, widely popular in Europe by the Middle Ages. The maypole, usually a stripped fir or birch or fir tree, was covered with flowers and drawn by decorated oxen, with all the townsfolk following to the village square. Here they set it up, decorated it with green boughs, and danced around it. The May Queen, dressed in white, presided over the festivities. Wearing a wreath of flowers, she represented the fertility goddess and the earth itself. Her role was a coveted one, as suggested by this excerpt from Alfred Lord Tennyson's poem, The May Queen.
You must wake and call me early, mother dear. Tomorrow be the happiest time of all the glad new year. Of all the glad new year, mother, the maddest, merriest day. For I'm to be the queen of May, mother. I'm to be the queen of the May. Little Effie shall go with me tomorrow to the green, and you'll be there too, mother, to see me made the queen. For the shepherd lads on every side'll come from far away. For I'm to be the queen of the May, mother. I'm to be the queen of the May. The honeysuckle round the porch was woven its wavy bowers, and by the meadow trenches blow the faint sweet cuckoo flowers. And the wild March marigold shines like fire in swamps and hollows gray. And I'm to be the queen of the May, mother. I'm to be the queen of the May. All the valley round, mother, it'll be fresh and green and still. And the cowslip and the carrowfoot are over all the hill. And the rivulet in the flowery dale, it'll merrily dance and play. For I'm to be the queen of the May, mother. I'm to be the queen of the May.
In some places, the May Queen was joined by a May King or green man, believed by some scholars to represent the vegetation god. They accompanied the maypole in procession and presided over the festival. The mock marriage of these young people may have been a remnant of an archaic fertility rite, in which the royal couple of the kingdom enacted a ritual mating that imitated the hieros gamos, the sacred marriage of the goddess and the god. By imitating the divine creators, they assured the health and fertility of all in the kingdom.
Come, all ye lads and lassies, join in the festive scene. Come dance around the maypole that stands upon the green. And if those of you who are dancing, and those of you who would like to dance.
So this is open to anybody who would like to participate. How many ribbons do we have available?
Oh, I don't know, we have a bunch. 30?
So up to 30 of you can participate in this maypole dance.
I think.
That Patricia will guide us in. The choreography is not overly complicated. So if you'd like to dance around the maypole, please come on up and join in.
Great. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Okay, everybody taking a ribbon. Stand out as far as you can get without running into anything. And I'll take the excess ribbons in. All right. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to count you all off by two. I'm going to start with Maggie. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Perfect. Perfect. Now, how you're going to do this is I'm going to have the ones step back a little bit, just a little bit. 2 step inside. 2s drop your ribbons down. 1s hold them high. Hold your ribbons high. Now this is just kind of a grapevine weaving, but what we're going to do first is we're going to have the 2s go in and out, weave all around the people till you come back to where you are now. Okay? Clockwise, clockwise. Is that clear? Around each person. So, like, did I say the 2s? I meant the 1s. What Maggie is 1's gonna go over this person with their ribbon and go in front of the next person. You're gonna weave between the people. You're just gonna weave in and out. As you come into the center, you're gonna drop your ribbon down a little bit. As you go over someone, you're gonna bring it up. But only the 1s are gonna move right now. Okay? All right, are we ready? So we're gonna go for left. So all the 2s, stay where you are. Stay where you are. 2s, stay where you are. 1s, start moving clockwise. Go around. Yeah, if you're a 2, lift your ribbon up so the person can pass under you. It's okay, we never get it right. So don't worry about it. If you're confused, just weave around people. If you're tall, kind of hunch down a little bit. So Dan's got it. Dan's got it. All right. Come in and around. Come in and around. Weave around the people. People in the center, hold your ribbons up high. 1s, you'll get it. And then get back to where you were. It's okay. Don't panic. Don't panic. Again, we've been doing this since '95. We've never gotten it perfect. Don't worry about it. Just have fun. Have fun. Everybody's back where they went? Okay. Now, 1s come into the circle. 2s go out. 2s step out. And the 2s do the same thing the 1s just did. You're going to weave in and out of everybody. In and out. In and out. Lisa. And when you get where you were standing originally, doesn't matter. Don't just have fun. Have fun, because it's going to get more fun here in a second. Now, I want everybody to just start doing what you were just doing. So, whoa. Don't get clotheslined. So, oh yeah. There you go. Thank you. I've been doing this since 95 and I just got it wrong. The ones and twos go opposite directions. Ones and twos go opposite directions. So, let's practice run it again. For the twos, come back the other way. Undo what you just did, right? It doesn't work that way, trust me. There we go. Thank you, Pastor Bob. So now that I've made that major mistake, don't you worry about what you're doing. Okay, now that we're back where we started, now everybody's going to start going in their directions. Twos are going to go counterclockwise, ones are going to go clockwise, and we're going to really screw this up and have a lot of fun doing it. Okay? Ready? Go. Twos go counterclockwise, ones go clockwise. Just weave in and out. Just weave in and out.
If you don't have a drum, so if you don't, feel free to clap your hands. Feel free to clap your thigh.
Everything is an instrument. Your head is an instrument. Your hands are an instrument. Your thighs are an instrument. You guys are actually getting it. It's looking good. It's looking good.
If you have to drop out, feel free to drop out. Pick it up a bit. Whee! Run! Woo! Don't clothesline, people.
So you can let your ribbons drop.
The train is also celebrating Beltane. We have to wait a little longer outside.
So Beltane is a holiday that is very much about connection to the earth, connection to where we are. And so I'm really loving the introduction of a reminder of where we are that we just got at the close of our Maypole ceremony. There are May Day celebrations around the world. In Teutonic countries, the festival of Walpurgis commemorates the god Odin's self-sacrifice upon the world tree. His death throws the world into darkness and chaos. But when the great bonfires are set ablaze, light and order return to the world.
In Sweden, people light bonfires and sing spring songs of the eve of May 1. In Germany, there are ceremonial tree plantings, maypole dances, and maypole climbing contests.
In Greece, the children sing spring songs on the morning of May Day, after locating the first swallow of the season. They bring the good news back to their neighbors who reward them with sweet treats.
Teenage boys in Switzerland and the Czech and Slovak republics court their sweethearts with May trees or maypoles outside their windows.
Italian boys serenade their girlfriends and compete for prizes by climbing greased maypoles.
Bulgarians celebrate the feast of St. George, who may be a legendary reincarnation of a god of nature and vegetation who was believed to bring in summer.
In the United States, while there is no formal observation of May Day, proms and flower marts celebrate love and new life. And of course, Mother's Day is a joyful, if dignified, celebration of family and fertility.
For Hawaiians, May Day is Lei Day. Colorful blossoms abound. They dance the hula, sing and play, and cheer the royalty crowned.
For Wiccans, Beltane is the beginning of summer, a festival of renewal, creativity, and sexual passion when the horned god impregnates the earth goddess.
In India, Buddha's birthday is celebrated the first week of May, a month named for his mother Maya.
In Sri Lanka, Buddha's birthday is celebrated on the day of the full moon in May. There are prayers and processions, singing and offerings of flowers at temples, as well as secular entertainments.
The Japanese celebrate the Oi Matsuri, or Hollyhock Festival, in mid-May. People dressed in period costumes, together with their farm animals, process to shrines for the performance of sacred rituals that are over 2,000 years old.
Isn't it amazing and yet reassuring that people around the globe, whatever their culture, find a way to welcome the warm, growing season? Let us end our ritual by celebrating its arrival in song. I invite you to rise in body or spirit for our closing song to the tune of De Coloris. The words are in your order of service.
Welcome summer, greet the blue skies above and the weather love and the flowers. Welcome summer, say hello to the robins and finches and jays and their bowers. Happy May Day, may we live, may we love, may we care, may we share and be glad. The sights and the sounds, for the smells that abound, and the earth in her blossoms is glad. Welcome summer, greet the tulips and dogwoods, azaleas and lilacs convening. Welcome summer. Yellows and everything greening. Happy May Day, when the warm days are calling and everybody's falling in love. Sweet joys in the nurturing earth beneath our feet, and the sun that sustains us from above.
Please be seated. So we have one last thing to do together this morning, our offering, and since it's the first Sunday of the month, our Loose Change for Social Change contribution is going to a new organization, and we have some words describing it for you.
Hello? Okay, they can hear me now. My name is Mary Ann. Now is the time in our service for our offering. We give to remind ourselves of how many gifts we have to offer. We give to remember that we are part of something bigger than ourselves. We give because we believe in music and friendship. We give with the faith that together we have enough. The money in the baskets goes to sustaining the mission of our community. The money in the cups goes to our Faith in Action ministry and a different charity chosen by the ministry every month. This month, the money from the cups goes to the Hobart Humane Society. Hello, can you still hear me? The Humane Society, I'm sorry. Yes, thank you. That would be easier for you. The Humane Society of Hobart was founded in 1954. Before that time, local residents were struggling to find a solution to the ever-increasing number of strays at a cruel fate. With no facility to hold stray and abandoned animals, valuable and loved pets were sometimes cruelly mistreated or euthanized because they had wandered from home. Strays were often shot in the streets. To end this inhumane treatment, the shelter was founded by a group of local volunteers. The land was donated, and the shelter's first president, Morris Cox, started a drive to raise funds, supplies, time, labor, and material, anything people were able to give. Through the help of many generous neighbors, the shelter became a reality. The Humane Society of Hobart has provided animal control for the city of Hobart since 1957. The Humane Society is a no-kill shelter whose mission is to build and strengthen pet families. It is a charity registered under IRS 501c3. In addition to funds collected through our Loose Change for Social Change collection, we are also accepting donations of used bath towels, washcloths, and hand towels, flat sheets, not fitted sheets, blankets and throws, no comforters, nothing with stuffing. We will be collecting these items for the Humane Society of Hobart during the month of May. Your donated items can be placed in the bin inside the outside of the sanctuary. As part of our mission to inform the congregation about interest groups within the UUA, we want to share some information about the Unitarian Universalist Animal Ministry, UUAM, with you this morning. On their website, UUAM states, the seventh principle of Unitarian Universalism calls us to respect the interdependent web of existence of which we are a part. We of Unitarian Universalist Animal Ministry understand that human beings are only a strand in the intricate web of life. While our Unitarian Universalist principles affirm the inherent worth and dignity of every person and call us to seek justice and compassion in human relations, we extend these principles to include other species who also possess an intrinsic value. Recognizing the beauty and interconnectedness of all species, we strive for wholeness and toward justice for all beings. As a result, we dedicate ourselves to growing our Unitarian Universalist faith in the interdependence of all life that reveal itself in the inherent worth of dignity of all beings, informing ourselves about non-human suffering, seeking and promoting ecological justice, inspiring respect and reverence for the earth and all its creatures, living in harmony with the natural world, which includes a deep respect and commitment to human as well as non-human animals. We have included information about the UUAM in this morning's order of service in case you are interested in learning more about them and their mission. In closing, Abraham Lincoln said, "I care not for a man's religion whose dog and cat are not the better for it." Please consider giving generously to the Humane Society of Hobart in support of the good work they do. For those not here with us today, there is an online link on the screen for both one-time and regular donations. Would 4 volunteers come forward to carry the baskets and cups? For your prayers, your presence, your service, and your gifts, we are truly grateful.
We invite you to join us in extinguishing our chalice this morning. The words are in your order of service. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts until we are together again. We hope you'll experience the next few minutes and hours festively. If you want to come inside and join in some snacks, you're welcome to do that. If you want to linger and just enjoy the outside weather, that works wonderfully as well. If you want to grab some snacks outside, that's great too. Wonderful to be with you all this morning, and I look forward to chatting with you all soon.